Hi, welcome to the latest episode of HDTV. I'm Stacey Shoemaker-Rowan, Editor-in-Chief of Hospitality Design Magazine. I'm here with Sara Duffy of Stonehill Taylor, and we're at the newly renovated Algonquin Hotel.
So the building was built in 1902. It's one of the longest running hotels in New York, and it was really the place of the Algonquin Round Table. So the man that ran it and managed it from 1902 to 1945, which is unusual that it was the same person,
Right.
was this really lover of the arts. He started this whole really wonderful community here
Right.
that then blossomed into the Algonquin Round Table, which of course had Dorothy Parker. It also had Rob Benchley and the people that started the New Yorker magazine. So they were all huddled here. They came here every single day for lunch. This was an important thing, a part of their life. What we wanted to do was honor that history, not only architecturally, but also this idea of what was really happening here and the importance of it to New York.
So cool.
Yeah.
And then the building also has like two parts of its history too, right?
Right. So this was the piece built in 1902, but originally there was this stagecoach stable that was here that they appropriated and became part of the hotel. So this is actually where the famous cabaret room was, where people would come and hear live music. And this really became this important part of not only the hotel's history, but also architecturally. It just adds this interesting element, and it's so historic, obviously, in how it looks.
All right, should we go check out the inside of the hotel and get out of the freezing cold?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
So we pushed the reception area back and created this waiting area behind there as well, which we think was really successful. So all the light fixtures in the space are based on the idea of a monocle. So we really looked to the history of the building to inform all of our design.
Okay.
And then this piece was really fun because this was originally where the bar is now.
So, and then doesn't the hotel have like a house cat?
Yeah. So Frank Chase, who originally owned the hotel, took in a stray cat in the early 1900s. And since then, they've always had a cat. The cat's always named Hamlet if it's a boy and Matilda if it's a girl.
Got it.
And so this was the first time in our life where we'd had to design around a cat. So all of the paneling that you see here was original to the 1902 building. And so we really wanted to honor that. Originally, it was very dark. It was all a dark, dark wood.
Yep.
And so we completely transformed it into this white space. And what we also did is we worked closely with Reveal Lighting to create this really cool moment at the top of the capitals where we're actually lighting those, which wasn't happening before. And then we also added this lighting element that sort of creates this datum throughout the whole building, or room rather, that just sort of helps illuminate the space, and it makes it feel, I think, really helps to celebrate all those beautiful details. So the velvet rope was actually invented at this hotel. So we thought we'd honor that, and so we designed this light fixture to feel like the velvet rope, and that's also in additional places in the hotel as well.
And the cabaret was where the only bar was, right? But you all moved the bar into the lobby, correct?
Right, exactly. So the blue bar used to be in that room, and then we moved it here so that it was more central to the hotel, which we think is really successful.
Should we go walk over there?
Let's walk over there.
Okay.
We wanted this to be this major focus as you first walk in. And we also really wanted to honor the blue bar that was next door. And so John Barrymore, who was a major person who came here all the time, went to Frank Case and said, really what you should do is light everyone in blue light because they look better in blue light in the theater.
That's cool.
Which some people would say is not true anymore, but regardless, that's why it's the blue bar. And so we continued with that, and we've named this the blue bar, and we've inscribed some of the bottles with the blue bar to sort of just bring that whole idea to home. And it's a very comfortable place to sit.
Yeah, love it.
The clients really wanted to create a separate space, which was smart because they can actually sell this space. So we did that by creating these large dramatic drapes that can get pulled, and so they can create a separate space if they want it, which they're loving. They're using it all the time. And the other thing that we did here was we kept these original sconces, which were really beautiful. And so we had them restored and refinished and then put back in their original locations, which we really love too. But then we also accentuated some of these original details by placing this very modern mirror within the recesses of the moldings, which we thought just added sort of a lightness and a reflectivity to the space that was needed.
What were some of the major challenges of, renovating the space, especially during COVID?
What was a challenge was also, we felt very fortunate because they kept going with construction, and because the hotel, nobody was going to hotels, in some ways that was a positive for us. I feel really proud of it because we really sort of struggled through to get here and make sure that it looked great.
Oh, awesome. Okay, should we go see if we can find that cat?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Hamlet, come up.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Up. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so look, the shelves too were all for him.
So
right?
we designed all the shelves for him so he can go into that little spot and then he can climb all over it. He can hang out in the window, which he loves.
Yeah.
And this is his spot. And then a lot of the accessories here either relate to him or to the history of the hotel.
Amazing. Well, we're honored that you took a tour with us today, and thank you for showing us this beautiful property, which I know is a labor of love. So congratulations. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.